Hey everyone, welcome back to Top List Lounge. Today, we're diving into a topic that's as fascinating as it is bizarre. We're counting down the top 10 countries where Americans can't visit anymore in 2024. Yes, you've heard that right, places that were once popular tourist destinations or essential business hubs have now turned away American travelers. So, without further ado, let's get started with number 10. Number 10, North Korea. Our journey begins in the Hermit Kingdom, North Korea. While North Korea has never been an easy country to visit, especially for Americans, it is now completely off limits. In 2024, the North Korean government has tightened its borders even further, citing national security and external threats as reasons. This move comes amid escalating tensions between North Korea and the United States, with diplomatic relations at an all-time low. North Korea was already a heavily restricted country for American citizens, requiring special permits and government-guided tours. But now, it's simply impossible. Even humanitarian and diplomatic exceptions are becoming rare. This makes North Korea one of the most inaccessible countries in the world today. The situation is made even stranger by the fact that other nationalities can still visit, albeit under strict supervision. For Americans, though, North Korea is a no-go zone in 2024. Number 9, Iran. Next on our list is Iran. The relationship between the United States and Iran has been rocky for decades, but in 2024, it's taken a turn for the worse. After a series of diplomatic spats, Iran announced that American citizens would no longer be granted visas under any circumstances. This development is particularly disappointing for those interested in Persian history and culture. Iran has some of the most incredible historical sites in the world, from the ancient ruins of Persepolis to the stunning mosques of Isfahan. But as of 2024, those sites are off limits to Americans. Iran's decision to block American visitors is part of a broader strategy of limiting Western influence, and comes alongside a wave of nationalist policies. While other countries still have some access, the door is firmly shut for Americans. Number 8, Venezuela. Venezuela, a country rich in natural beauty but plagued by economic turmoil and political instability, is next on our list. In 2024, the Venezuelan government suspended all visa issuances to U.S. citizens, citing concerns over espionage and interference in domestic affairs. Venezuela has been a complicated destination for years, with safety concerns already keeping many travelers at bay. But now, it's completely closed off to Americans. The situation in Venezuela continues to be dire, with widespread poverty and a government that's increasingly hostile to foreign influence, especially from the U.S. What makes this ban particularly strange is that it comes at a time when Venezuela could benefit from tourism revenue. However, the government's fear of external meddling outweighs the potential economic benefits. Number 7, Syria. War-torn Syria is another country where Americans can no longer visit. While travel to Syria has been dangerous for years due to ongoing conflict, in 2024, the Syrian government officially banned all American citizens from entering the country. Syria has been a no-go zone for many due to the civil war, but this official ban takes it to a new level. For those who had hoped that peace might bring the opportunity to visit Syria's historic sites like Palmyra, that dream is now out of reach for Americans. The U.S. State Department had long advised against travel to Syria, but now the Syrian government itself is enforcing the ban. The ongoing conflict and the complex web of alliances and enmities in the region mean that Americans are not welcome. Number 6, Afghanistan. Afghanistan, a country that has been at the center of geopolitical conflict for decades, is also closed off to Americans in 2024. Following the Taliban's return to power, the regime has made it clear that U.S. citizens are not welcome. While Afghanistan has always been a challenging destination due to security risks, this official ban marks a significant shift. The Taliban government views American citizens as symbols of the very forces they fought against for years. As a result, all visa applications from U.S. citizens are denied. The situation in Afghanistan remains highly volatile, and for Americans, it's simply too dangerous. The U.S. State Department advises all citizens to avoid travel to Afghanistan, and now, with the Taliban's new policies, there's no choice in the matter. Number 5. Yemen. Yemen, a country ravaged by civil war and humanitarian crisis, is another place where Americans are no longer allowed to visit. In 2024, the Yemeni government, supported by various factions, declared a ban on U.S. citizens entering the country. Yemen's rich history and unique architecture have long attracted the curiosity of travelers, but the ongoing conflict has made it one of the most dangerous places on Earth. Now, the ban on American travelers makes it impossible to visit, even for those hoping to provide humanitarian aid. The complex and deadly nature of Yemen's civil war, coupled with the presence of extremist groups, means that Yemen is no place for American travelers. This ban is as much about safety as it is about politics. Number 4. Libya. Libya, another country engulfed in conflict, has also shut its doors to American travelers. The ongoing civil war, along with the presence of multiple warring factions, has made Libya extremely dangerous, and the government has decided to prohibit entry to U.S. citizens. Libya's situation is complicated by the fact that there isn't a single unified government. Different factions control different regions, and for Americans, navigating this environment is nearly impossible. As of 2024, it's officially off limits. The dangers of kidnapping, terrorism, and violence are real in Libya, and the ban on American travelers reflects the reality on the ground. Even those with the best intentions, like journalists or aid workers, are no longer permitted entry. Number 3. Belarus. Belarus, often called Europe's last dictatorship, has also made the list. Following the controversial re-election of President Alexander Lukashenko and the subsequent crackdown on protests, Belarus has banned American visitors in 2024. Belarus has been under increasing international scrutiny, and the government's relationship with the U.S. has deteriorated sharply. The Belarusian government sees American influence as a threat to its stability and has taken steps to cut off access completely. For Americans interested in Eastern European culture, this is a significant loss. Belarus is home to a rich history, beautiful architecture, and vast forests. But in 2024, none of this is accessible to U.S. citizens. Number 2. Myanmar. Myanmar, a country that has seen a tumultuous few years following a military coup, is another country that Americans can no longer visit in 2024. The military junta that controls the country has suspended all tourist visas for U.S. citizens. Myanmar was once a popular destination for travelers seeking to explore Southeast Asia's rich culture and natural beauty. But since the military coup, the situation has drastically changed. The junta views American tourists as potential spies or agitators, leading to a complete ban. The decision to ban American travelers is part of a broader crackdown on dissent and foreign influence. For now, Myanmar remains out of reach for U.S. citizens. Number 1. Russia. And finally, the number 1 country where Americans can't visit anymore in 2024 is Russia. The deteriorating relationship between Russia and the United States has reached a new low, with Russia officially closing its borders to American citizens. Russia's decision is perhaps the most significant on this list. With its vast landscapes, rich history, and cultural treasures, Russia was a destination for many. But now, following a series of diplomatic incidents, sanctions, and counter-sanctions, Russia has declared that no American visas will be issued. The ban extends to all forms of travel, including tourism, business, and even humanitarian work. For Americans, this marks a dramatic shift and a sobering reminder of the fragile state of international relations. So there you have it, 10 countries where Americans can no longer visit in 2024. It's a strange and troubling trend, reflecting the complexities of global politics and the often unpredictable nature of international relations. As borders close and the world seems to grow a little bit smaller, it's more important than ever to stay informed and aware of the global landscape. What do you think of these restrictions? Were any of these countries on your travel list? Let us know in the comments below. And if you found this video informative, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Top List Lounge for more fascinating insights into the world we live in. Until next time, safe travels wherever they may be.